Hey guys, it's Tina. Just wanted to update you. We're on day 14 of the plan. Wow, I actually have to count back and think about it. So 2 weeks done. 2 weeks, one more week left, and I'm really excited to be done with it. I do have to say, I'm a little tired of eating salads, really. You eat a lot of salads on this plan, a lot of vegetables, and it tastes good, and I like them, but it's a lot of chewing. It's just a lot of chewing that I wasn't as accustomed to. I can't talk. Um, Prior to this, I've done other cleanses and things like that where you do a lot of vegetables and a lot of meals that are pretty dense for the calories you get. This one's a lot of salad. It's a lot of mixed greens on it. I will say I do prefer the Ultimate Reset over this. The meals were better. The meals were definitely better in the Ultimate Reset, and that's one of the things I wanted to see with this was how did they stack up against each other. I like the fact that I don't have to take um, the supplements, the drink, and that kind of thing, but I did like the meals far better on the Ultimate Reset. On the plan so far, anybody who's thinking about it, you have to be ready for the scale to play with your head. And it is really, really playing with my head this week. We went to a crab feed a couple weeks ago. We had already tested crab and made sure that we were fine with that. Didn't really have anything that we hadn't tested while we were there. So I only had red wine. I only had, I didn't have any bread. I didn't have any pasta, anything like that. I didn't even have their salad. I brought my own salad and my own vegetables. And then all I had was the crab and the shrimp that they offered. I did have cocktail sauce, and that was the only thing I hadn't tested. And I think the butter that we had salt in it, and I'd been having unsalted butter. There's no added salt on this plan at all, just to keep all of the sodium to a minimum. Um, and I gained 2 pounds, which I assumed, was pretty common. I assumed that was going to happen anyway. We were eating later than we typically would, so that was normal. This week's been tough. A lot of errands, a lot of running around, a lot of running out of things that I thought we had more of that we're going through really fast, like broccoli. Going through a lot of broccoli and greens. Um, Zucchini, a lot of the zucchini right now, things that we had already tried and we know are safe. So this week, the scale, I immediately, within 2 days, had lost that 2 pounds again. It went back down, and I don't know if we ate late. I don't know if it was because I added, we got to try bread. I don't know if it was one of those things or not, but instantly my weight went back up, half a pound, which is uncommon on this, and it's not supposed to happen. That's a signal that something's reacting, either drinking not enough water, not getting enough sleep, eating too late, having something that you're reacting to. All of those things can trigger it, and something did. So for 2 days, my weight went back up again. 2 days, it went back down. Then yesterday, it went back up again. So I keep bobbling in between the same 2 pound range um, and not dropping all the way back down. So it's frustrating for me to see it and realize it's okay. It's just a signal that something's going on. I need to figure out which thing it is and be patient and take the time to figure out what it is. So, if you want to try this, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm absolutely not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying be mentally ready for the scale to mess with your head. I know us as women, we tend to want to see the scale just drop, 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 drop. And when it doesn't do that, especially when you have to weigh yourself every day like you do on this, it can really mess with your head. So I will say I feel great. I'm getting to eat plenty of calories where I was trying to get, 1,200 to 1,500 and work out an hour a day. On this, you're not supposed to work out more than 4 days a week, although I am pushing probably 5. Um, and then trying to do like a stretch day or something like that, or something a little lighter. But it's hard for me to not work out every day. And then my calories are up around the 18, 19, 2,000 calorie range because you get a lot of good fats that you should be eating: sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, olive oil, a lot of things like that, avocados. A lot of those typical good fats you hear, but you have them piled on in this. And when I looked at the macronutrient breakdown, it's like 50% fat for your calories. But it's only coming from raw, good fats the way they would be in nature, the way you should be. And that's very common with the reset even. So just kind of updating you guys on where it is. As far as weight, I'm still bobbling in between those two. I'm a little frustrated by it, but I also know that that's something to figure out, and it's a sign of me thinking, consciously about what I'm eating, what am I doing, what is causing this, so that I can fix it. So that's also a good thing. That's a learning process, and that's a good thing. And it's not so frustrating that I'm not going to keep following the plan. It's not so frustrating that I'm going to stop working out. I will say, even if the scale's not changing, I'm seeing changes in my body. My stomach has gotten a lot flatter. Even my husband commented on it, and Brian's already lost 10 pounds. He's just dropped 10, and he's just bobbling within like a 0.2 pound range, which means he's probably at his goal weight, which means that's probably where his set point is and his body's comfortable, which is where he has always been. He looks fantastic. He has no stomach bloat whatsoever. He's comfortable. I will say, I've noticed, like I said, a lot of changes not on the scale. Since doing this in the last 14 days, I have not had one single pimple, not even a little tiny breakout. This morning I woke up with a red spot underneath one eye, and it was weird for me because I hadn't had one, and then realized it was some sort of a bug bite because it itched. So I have not had even the smallest of breakouts in over 2 weeks. My skin looks great. Could be from all the water that you have to drink on this, which is very possible. Could be from the food because you're not having any kind of preservatives whatsoever. I feel great. I have plenty of energy, feel fantastic. Like I said, I get to eat, which is nice to actually get to eat for a change. I feel like I get to splurge every night with my glass of red wine or my chocolate that I get, because those are both things, that are treats for me typically, that I have to budget into my calories. So I've never had wine in the evenings, but it is nice, and it's a nice way to kind of relax in the evening, is to have a glass of red wine. So I'm actually really enjoying that part of it. I don't miss not having bread. I'm not craving any garbage or junk food. We were just talking about going out and having burgers with some friends, and I don't really want to eat burgers. I really don't. Um, it's not something that even sounds good to me. It doesn't sound appealing to me. I won't say nothing sounds appealing, because a really good combination pizza would be really good right now, but at the same time, it's not nearly the forbidden food that it typically would be. So it's been good. It's kind of changing my thinking. It's changing my body for sure, even if it's not changing the scale, other than to mess with my head a little bit. So anyway, just an update for you guys. Want to keep that posted for you, and I will let you guys know how the last week goes. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.